Hi, today we're going to talk about innocent spouse. There's basically innocent spouse relief is what it's technically called. There's three types of different innocent spouse relief. The first, and they're going to be handled in this order of analysis, by the way. And I believe that innocent spouse is a very tough hurdle. When Congress passed the law, they made a big deal out of what help they were giving to innocent taxpayers, and they made a big deal out of it like it was going to help a lot of people. In my opinion, it's a very tough hurdle. It's very fact specific, and it's actually pretty hard to get. But there's three types of innocent spouse. The first type we call classic innocent spouse, and it's covered in Internal Revenue Code 6015 subsection B. And I'm not a big code guy, and I'm not going to make a lot of code citations usually, but it's kind of important in the innocent spouse arena because it is so factually based. The first is called classic innocent spouse, and we'll go over the elements in a later blog post or podcast post. The second is called the separate liability election, and that's basically where if two spouses have filed a joint return, and under certain circumstances, that joint return can be split, and only the innocent spouse's tax liability will have to be paid if they, in fact, prevail in an innocent spouse claim. And the last type of innocent spouse relief is called equitable relief. And it's basically a catch-all, and it's kind of goes for the type of situation where if a spouse, it's just not fair to hold the so-called innocent spouse liable for the misdeeds of the so-called guilty spouse, and essentially the IRS, if you can show hardship, the IRS may in fact grant you equitable relief. The cool thing about innocent spouse, though, is it's basically you have all three prongs to go ahead and try to prevail, and it's kind of like a step ladder. You just keep stepping up until you run out of options. Like I said, innocent spouse is complicated. It's difficult to obtain, but it has worked for a lot of people in the United States, a lot of taxpayers, and by all means, we should always consider it as a possibility if you have a married couple, one of whom was sort of responsible for the lion's share of the tax. Okay, that's it for now. We're going to be going over the technical details of all three types in the future. So